just going to carefully, casually walk through the mud, install the bike. Push! We're almost there! Hang on a minute. I got a stick stuck in my brake. Get out of there. Okay. Start this big 426. There we go. Alright. Welcome to the second ever dirt bike motovlog. So what am I going to bring you today? What viewing pleasure are you going to have today? Well, what we're going to talk about is power. That's what we're going to talk about. Oh, that's still muddy. Wow. Anyway, we're going to talk about power. So what about power, you ask? Well, does power keep you safe? Or does it really just kill you more quickly? Now, there's a lot of conflicting opinions on this. And I have my own conflicting opinions on this as well. Of whether or not power is a good thing on a motorcycle. Or even a car for that matter. But we're talking about motorcycles here. Or a dirt bike. So motorcycle, on-road motorcycle, or off-road dirt bike. Or if power is a bad thing. Especially for a new rider. So, does power keep you safe? Well, it sure is a lot of fun. I think anyone wouldn't try to argue that. Pulling your front tire up, doing burnouts and stupid stuff, it's a lot of fun. But can it actually keep you safe? Now, conventional wisdom might tell you that power is dangerous because you can do things like that or like that, and it can hurt you because you can crash easier because you can do things like that. Now, my argument today is that it's actually safer if you're a semi-responsible rider to have power, because what it allows you to do is it allows you to use that. If you use that power responsibly, then you can actually keep yourself safer because you can get out of the way of traffic. You can, and on the dirt, from that perspective, you can use it to, keep momentum up and not fall. Okay, so let's get into that. All right, so on the road, all right, you've got power, or let's say you have a lot of power on the road. Now, obviously, yeah, so like you're on a sport bike, you can go freaking 160. Well, then, yeah, if you're going to do that, it's not safe. But let's say that you accidentally, because everybody makes mistakes, let's say you accidentally pull out on a car. All right, so now you're in a position where you are right in a car's path of travel, which, I mean, obviously you don't want to be in and you shouldn't have pulled out, but things happen. Nobody's perfect. I'm not going to freaking preach on here, oh, well, it shouldn't happen anyway, because guess what? It's going to happen sometime in your life because everybody messes up. So anyways, you pull out on said car, and the car is bearing down on you at a high rate of speed. Well, you really don't have much places to go, theoretically. Let's just say that you don't. So what do? Well, you got to power out. So to do that, you get into a low gear, which you're probably already in, and you twist the throttle and hit the gas and go. I mean, that's kind of obvious, but what that's going to do for you is gives you another outlet to become safe. So if you can't get out of the way of something, so instead of moving to the side or into another lane of the car you pulled out on, if you can't do that, or it's just not the safest route, instead you just hit the gas, floor it, and, without doing wheelies and spinning tires and stuff, you can actually use that to keep you safe. Now, what else you can do is, so in a situation where, let's say there's an accident, all right? So now a car in front of you crashes, and you have to slow way down on a highway. You're going, 15 miles an hour on a 70 mile an hour highway. All the cars behind you are, probably trying to slow down, but they can't maybe slow down as fast as you and whatever other variable. So now you're in a spot where cars have a chance to run into you, which is dangerous. So what you can do to protect yourself in that way is slow the hell down, get around the accident. I just stalled the bike, and then speed up, away from traffic, and then that way you don't get yourself run over, and everybody's happy. It's kind of hard riding an MX bike in this terrain. I'm still getting used to it even after the weeks I've owned this thing. Now I'm stuck on something. Oh, that's what I'm stuck on already. Oh, that was scary. All right. So, that's the plan there. As for so yeah, that's how power can keep you safe on the road. You know, you can get away from cars, and it's kind of the same deal with brakes actually. Is that you can stop faster theoretically than cars, so it's kind of nice because you can keep yourself safe that way. Obviously, both of those things are not a sure guarantee of staying safe. You just have to do your best to utilize them as well as possible to keep you safe. And there's no foolproof solution. If there was, nobody would ever crash on a motorcycle, am I right? So you just have to adapt to whatever situation you see and keep yourself out of danger. That's the best thing you can do in any of these situations. So now, as for dirt bikes, what can power help you with? Well, I'm actually freaking logs, man. What can power help you with? Well, let's say you're doing hill climbs. Now, obviously, well, I don't want to say hill climbs because that suggests you purposely you were climbing a hill voluntarily, which, I mean, riding a dirt bike you're just doing voluntarily. But anyway, so let's say you're climbing a hill on a trail. That's a better way. So you're just trying to trail ride with your buddies and you have to climb a hill. Now let's say it's a little slipperier than you expected. Well, if you run out of power and you can't get that tire spinning faster, then you're gonna have to stop and roll down the hill and try over, which is harder to do than it might sound if you've never ridden a dirt bike. It's pretty hard to do. But that's kind of the only choice you're left with, you know, is rolling down the hill and giving it a second go. I don't really know that I want that to be my last choice, you know. So if you have a lot of power, theoretically, you can throw it up in another gear, give it some more gas, get the tire spinning, let it grip a little bit, and go from there. You know, and obviously that might not always work, but it's at least worth a shot, right? Before you stop and then have to roll down the hill, which is hard to do, like I said. So basically, I want to make that turn. So yeah, power, even on a dirt bike, to a little bit lesser degree, I think, can keep you safe. Now, in the dirt, I do think power overall is more of something that will get you in danger because you'll just go a lot faster with it. But I think on the road is where you can especially utilize power to your safety advantage. Now, in saying that, you might be like, dude, why are you making this video on the dirt then? Well, I don't know. All right, maybe it wasn't the best planning of mine in the world, but can I do clutch up wheelies on a motorcycle? Yes, but I don't do them on my Harley, so if you want to see the occasional wheelie, god dang it, you're going to have to ride with me out here in the sticks. Oh, trees.